What's going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back finally with another episode of the Quebec City Combatants franchise mode for NHL 23. If you haven't already, scroll down, hit that like button. In this one, we are going to try again to get through this one. I tried to record this episode like 8 days ago or 7 days ago or something like that, and just absolutely could not get through it. Got like 8 minutes in, went into crazy coughing fits. Don't really remember what's going on with this team so far this season, but we're going to dive in against the Toronto Maple Leafs for the first game in this video after I got pneumonia. My voice went away and it just kind of never came back. So let's get through the first period and dive into the second period of this one. Down 1-0 against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are out shooting us 17-7. Jesus. All right. I'll see you guys on the ice. Alrighty, here we go up against the Toronto Maple Leafs here at the Maxwell House in Quebec City, where the Combatants, led by Vlad Tarasenko, try to get back into the win column here. We've kind of fallen off this season. Huge save by UPL, and Manson's going to get that one up to Vlad Tarasenko, who takes it out of his own zone, but he's got Austin Matthews right on him, and he's not letting him do anything. Manson. No, that wasn't Manson. Manson picks up the puck afterwards, but Alex Killorn backing off. He gets it to Bobo Horvat. We're back at, I was going to try and do a little half piv, get a pass over to Vlad Tarasenko to see if he could pull something out of his ass here, but Toronto's just going to dump that one back around behind the net. Ghost is going to get there. We're about 2 minutes into this second period so far, and oh, look at that. Riley bid on it, and here comes Vladdy. Vladdy just trying to drive his way in, and he gets the shot, and Horvat with the rebound, but a big save by the Toronto netminder. It's almost time to go for that first offensive forward line change, and Mitch Marner gets in behind the defense. Jesus, and he makes it 2-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not okay. That's his 9th of the season. All right, Gustard, let's go. Gus Nyquist gets that one out of his own zone with a long stretch pass over to Michael Backlund. Backlund coming into the zone, tries to cut into the middle, but Gio takes that one away from him, and the Leafs are coming again. Gets it over to Jake Muzzin. Muzzin into the Quebec City zone, gets it over to Engvall, and there's Aube-Kubel with a nice chance. And Nyquist is there. No, he's not. I thought that was Nyquist, number 14. No, apparently Nyquist is not number 14. Oh, what a bad giveaway, and Pierre Engvall is all alone, and Brandon Montour gets back. Jesus, Calvin DeHaan in front of his own net. He's got Johnny T backing it off to Gio. Another shot off a body. Tavares, that one's blocked. Gets another shot that's blocked. And now Michael Backlund finally gets it up to Nyquist, and Nyquist taking that one horribly out of his own zone, loses it almost immediately. Bad angle shots, no good, and Quoth the Raven, Trevor Moore takes that one away. That one just was kind of a gift. Gets that one right up the middle to Nyquist. Nyquist getting down the ice. Ooh, just throws it on Ilya Samsonov, who's forced to cover that one up. We got to get those third lines out there, man. Nice defensive zone face-off win to Hahn. Nice little bank around the net. There's Montour up to Hedl. Hedl gets it over to Matthew Joseph. Another one of my favorites on this team. Low shot on net, but that one gets directed way over to the side. Montour, keep that thing in, baby. Monty waiting for some traffic in front of the net. Long bomber, and there was a lot of bodies in front of Samsonov, but he was able to find it, and Kalle Järnkrok brings it in for Tirana. Gets it in front, and Robertson with a big shot. Huge save by UPL. We're just going to play that one. Martin Feravari gets it back to Timothy Liljegren, up to Craig Smith. And Smith gets it up to Matthew Joseph yet again. Ooh, nice little play. We're going to back off. Turn around. Get her back to the point. Feravari, just throw it at the net. No, that one's blocked. And Mete gets it up to Nick Robertson, who clears it out to Dennis Malgin. And the Leafs are just going to toss it behind the net. Now we've got Michael McLeod grabbing that one behind the net. Ghost, hang on to that thing, Ghost. Gets her back to Josh Manson. Manson does a little inverted nollie kickflip there. And freaking Bobo Horvat's getting knocked around with this one, but he does hold on to it. Right out in front. No, we're going to back it off to Manson. That was not what I told you to do at all. Not even a little bit. And Steves gets it to Kyle Clifford. Clifford just walks in, takes a shot. Easy save yet again for UPL over the halfway point of the second period. We got to get something on the board here, man. Gets it over to Trevor Moore. Trevor Moore just looking for somewhere to go with it. Backs it off to Ghost. Ghost holds on to it right out in front to Gus Nyquist. Backhander and a save. And Morgan Riley is going to be able to kind of take that one away, but Nyquist gets it back again. Oh, there we go. Spinning around, big shot, nice stop. Trevor Moore can't take that one away, and Stevesy gets it over to William Nylander here late in the second period. Oh, we're doing fancy ninja moves. Nylander gets it back. He's trying for the backhander, and Ghost going to take that one away. So here we go. Back it off to Manson. Got to get those number 2 defensive pairings out there one of these days. Gus Nyquist. Oh, just walks right in. That one's loose in front, and Backlund can't get the rebound. We were looking relatively decent for a second there, but we just weren't able to get that rebound off. Or Backlund probably would have put something in the net. So the fact that there's just under 3 minutes to go in the second period, we already have our 4th line out, already have our 3rd pairing on the ice, means we might be able to get a top line shift before this period is over, and Aube-Kubel is able to get that one back. Muzz gets it back to Aube-Kubel. Coming in around behind the net, Johnny T tries for a shot. We almost got a block on that one. Michael McLeod takes a hit that sends him into the abyss for 8 years. We did end up getting it back. It's Marty Faravari who throws it to nowhere. Michael McLeod. Oh my God, what are we doing? Johnny T with a big slapper, and that one ends up in the corner. Tavares, you can't take it off him. Engvall can't get the shot off. Nice block. Back to Tavares again. Michael McLeod takes it away. Don't fumble it. That's the thing, right? As soon as you're near a superstar player, you'll just start fumbling the puck over and over again. Keegan Colasar with a huge blast wide. And he's going to get that one back to the point. Timothy Liljegren back to Colasar. Colasar kind of stuck in place right now. Liljegren can't get the pass across. He does end up holding on to it. Faravari gets it across to Blackwell. Through a lot of traffic, and Samsonov somehow able to find it. And yeah, there's not going to be enough time to get a full line change or anything. There's 2.6 seconds to go in this period. So the only hope we got is a face-off win with like a slap shot. Instant one-timer right off the draw. Can we do it? No, we can't even win the damn face-off. And that is going to kill the second. So it ends up being 2-0 for Toronto after 2. So going into the third, we ain't looking great. Let's see what the shots ended up being. 28-18 in favor of Toronto, but they are 0 for 2 on the power play. So put 20 minutes back on the clock as always as we attempt to get something going, push for offense. You're damn right we got to push for offense, and we need it from this top line who has easily been the best line on this team. Bo Horvat with a nice face-off win to start things off. Ghost gets it to Manson, up to Horvat. Horvat will get that one back to Ghost. You know what? Just wire it. Here we go, Alex Killorn. Oh, tried to get his big body in there, but he's just too goddamn slow. And here comes William Nylander down the ice. Oh, look at Bobo. Bobo's just like all over his guy. Killorn tries to throw a hit on Austin Matthews. That's no good for nothing, and it's wide open in front. And another one getting his 9th goal of the season is William Nylander. Not what we frickin' needed right now. It's 3-0 Toronto. Ghost over to Manson, rushing into the ozone, gets that one over to Alex Killorn with a backhander, and that's stopped. We'll get it back to the point. Josh Manson tosses that one back to Vladdy. Vladdy back to what are you doing, buddy? Jesus, gotta be better than that. Ghost back around behind his own net, whips it in front to Horvat, gets it up to Alex Killorn. Killorn up to Tarasenko. Come on, Vladdy. We're gonna turn back. Cut right out in front. Can't get the shot off, and it's behind the net. Killorn still got it. I got Marner on me, but Killorn, he's a big body, man. Damn it. We lost it to Nylander, and Matthews takes it. We're going to get that second line out. It's a 3-on-2 for the moment, and Marner throws it at the side of the damn net. Gets it back to the point to Riley, back in front to Marner, to Matthews, to Nylander. Where's this puck going? All right, Backlund, get that thing out. Get it out. Here comes Gus Nyquist. Nyquist stopping up. I'm just looking for anyone to be open. Backlund doesn't even reach for it. It's all right, though. It gets all the way back to Moore. Oh, my. What are we doing? What is this game we're playing today? Moorsey throws a little bit of a hit. That might be an icing. No, they're going to wave off icing on that one. So here comes Brandon Montour. Gets that one up to Trevor Moore. Trevor Moore, he can get around his guy because he's got wheels. But Gio almost takes it back, and then he does. Jesus. This is not going well. Into the zone. He's going to find Engvall. Gets it back to Brody. Back to Tavares. Nice takeaway by Montour. That could have been a one-timer, and that probably would have made it 4-0. Nice back pass to Craig Smith. Craig Smith tries to throw it back to Philip Hedl. Through traffic, Joseph's got it. Right in front, Craig Smith. What a great shot. John Tavares Loses that one to Matthew Joseph. Back to the point. Calvin DeHaan. Over to Brandon Montour. Wind and fire. That one hits a body in front. I think it was Trevor Moore trying to go for a deflection, and it just did not work. So we got Timothy Liljegren playing defense right now. Matthew Joseph just trying to find a way out of his own zone. Hedl gets it to Craig Smith. Smith, oh, what a feed. Up to Matthew Joseph, just rush in. Come on, you got to get there. There we go, Matthew Joseph, round behind the net. Oh, he gets lost. Hedl gets it back, though. Faravari tosses that one to Craig Smith. Back to Liljegren. Hey, that's a penalty. No call. Wow. Okay. All right. That's how we're gonna call this game, eh? Ghost. I was looking for somewhere to go with that. Killorn, let's get this one deep, and Ghost is unable to hold his own. It's all right. Get that one over to Josh Manson. Manson up to Tarasenko. Oh, I was about to back it off. Oh, Killorn. It's like, people, when you get open, stay that way. It's like they all get open and then they just like go away. Tarasenko through traffic, and Horvat gets the rebound. And finally, we put something on the board. It's Bo Horvat's 7th of the year. Tarasenko goes for the shot. It hits a leg, ends up just kind of bouncing around in front of the net. Look at this. Takes the shots, bouncing around. Horvat gets it, just tips it 5-hole. We are on the board. Good flipping stuff. QBC. Look at this. Vlad Tarasenko climbing back up the league lead in points. He is now 9th in the NHL with 30 points on the season. Filip Hedl with a nice face-off win. Calvin DeHaan gets that one deep. Matthew Joseph getting it around the net. That's awesome. All right out in front. Filip Hedl gets that one on the opposite side, but Samsonov was there, and here comes William Nylander. Can't control that one. Matthew Joseph gets it back. Calvin DeHaan whips that one up to Craig Smith. It was onside. Oh, there's Jake Muzzin, though. He's going to be knocking you around like it ain't no thing. And Austin Matthews is going to be able to basically just easily take it out of his own zone. He does lose it. I think we're evening up the shots quite a bit here in the third period, though. So here comes Filip Hedl. Just whip that one around the net. Craig Smith gets it. Smitty, back over to Monty. Monty tries for the low shot, but it ends up going off a body. Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. Tavares takes it away. Here he comes. Johnny T. Oh, just walks in and snipes it. 4-1 Toronto. That's his 8th of the year. You figured there's a lot of guys on the Leafs right now. It's like you figured they'd have a lot more goals than that, but is what it is. We're having a heck of a time trying to get this thing out of our own zone. Johnny T again. Here's Vladdy Tarasenko doing his damnedest to get this puck back, and Ghost finally able to get it back. Final minute of the game. Ghost up to Killorn. Killorn can't get past TJ Brody. Oh, and Tarasenko keeps it in. Gets around his man. Where are we going with it? Oh, Killorn got stuck in the net. Damn warp. Engvall, you giraffe. Get out of here. Tarasenko turns back. Gets back to the point. There's Ghost. Low shot on net. That's blocked. Hold it in. Back to Manson. One-timer to oblivion. Over to Pierre Engvall. 30 seconds. Jesus. All right, here comes Mo Riles, man. Mo Riles. That one goes off of the leg of Ghost. Up to Alex Killorn. Over to Gus Nyquist. Can we make it 4-2? At least make it respectable. Huge move by Gus Nyquist. Big save, though, by Ilya Samsonov. Oh, look at Johnny T, man. 1 goal shy of 400. He did get that, though, right? In real life this year, he got his 400th career goal. That was a little while ago, I think. Wasn't it like a week or two ago? I don't know. It's been a long time. I've been so out of the loop lately. Manson tries to just go for a Hail Mary shot there with 10 seconds left. It ends up being no good. Back deep in the Quebec City zone. Oh, damn, that was my bad. Marner tries to just throw that one. Nice stop by UPL. Holds on, but the Leafs take us down 4-1. Not a good flipping game for the Quebec City Combattants. We did even the shots up quite a bit by the end of the game, though. So let's take a look at some Steezels, man. Final shots were 35-30 in favor of Toronto. Just the 2 power plays. No goals scored for Toronto. We did not end up getting a power play in this one. And the lone goal was Bo Horvat with his 7th by Alex Killorn and Vlad Tarasenko. So Quebec City ends up falling to 11-13-4 on the season. View draft class, maybe in a little bit. We got more back-to-backs coming up, so I think what we're going to do is we are probably just going to simulate both of them, but we are going to go to goaltenders. We're going to put Ned back in the net. He has been kind of turning it around in the last episode or two, if I remember correctly. He was unplayable to start the season, and he actually has been doing relatively well the last little while. Just based on how long it is before we play the Penguins, I'm going to throw it out there and say we got back-to-backs, which I absolutely hate about this game. In my own personal franchise mode, there's 4 sets in a row. It's 1-0 after 1 for San Jose. They're out shooting us heavily. Still 1-0. Oh my God, 33 shots against. And UPL's in net. What is happening? They outshot us 45-23. But why was UPL in the net for the final 2? Like Ned was having himself a goddamn game. QBC player Ned has been injured with an injured hamstring. He's out until the 16th. That's only a week. That's not that bad. But it does mean we're going to have to call up Connor Ingram. So Connor Ingram is going to become our backup goaltender, I guess, for the next couple of games. I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to play him now. For the back-to-backs, let's just play Connor Ingram now. There you go. Now we got, what's his name? Thomas Saddle? Seidel? Sajdal? All right. So let's see how this goes. Up against, wow, this game is actually kind of accurate here. The 14-9-5 Seattle Kraken. Who are actually doing pretty damn good this year. All right, so here we go. Let's simulate. Oh, no, wow. It doesn't look like it is back-to-backs. That's cool. All right, so first period up against Seattle, and it's 1-0. Shots 14-5. Jesus. Vinny Dunn puts it home. In the second, Trevor Moore gets her back on the power play, baby. Shots 26-18. And in the third, tied up at 2, it's Michael Backlund getting it past Blomqvist. And in the OT, nothing. And in the shootout. Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Michael Backlund, yet a flippin' again. We get a much-needed win, and Connor flippin' Ingram, baby. Trevor Moore gets his 9th by Philip Hedl and Craig Smith. Michael Backlund, double-digit goals by Gus Nyquist and Timothy Liljegren. And Michael Backlund with the lone goal in the shootout for the winner. So now we are going to, I guess, jump in against the Pittsburgh Penguins. It doesn't look like that is back-to-back games. All right, so back to the edit line screen where we got goaltending Wendy's. Oh, look at these numbers. Even in just the one game, UPL. I guess that's who we're going with. We got Olivier Rodrigue, and, we're just going to keep him in the net. We're just going to keep him right in there. All right, here we go. Next game, December 14th, and then Alex Nedeljkovic will be back. I'm thinking is the backup in the next game, just to make sure he's, fully good to go. So let's simulate the first 2 periods of this one and dive into the third against the Pittsburgh Penguins. We got to start turning this around, baby. 1-0 again after 1. Gensel gets it past UPL, shots 9-6. In the second, we tie it up, though. Trevor Moore gets her past Tristan Jarry. Now let's go for a goddamn win. All right, so here we go, jumping in against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The loudest, most obnoxious vehicle I have ever heard in my life just went past my studio window, and I was very glad that it finally started dying off by the time we jumped into this one. Tied at 1 in the third against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Get that one over to Horvat. Oh, what are you doing? Letang brings it back to Malkin. Here comes Josh Manson. Manson in front. Oh, my goodness. Come on, somebody start skating towards the goddamn puck. What are you doing? Vladdy gets that one up to Alex Killorn. He gets that one knocked off him a little bit. Backhand feet. What in the H? What are we doing here? All right, back around behind the net. Bobo takes a big hit, and Tarasenko, that one ended up basically right on the goal line, but unable to knock it home. Man, did that ever tire out our top line. I think it was taking a couple of hits. That was the problem, right? David Krejci leads Pittsburgh in points. Blasphemy. Oh, nice takeaway by Gus. Let's go. You got Letang coming. Stopping up. Oh, can't take it with him. Though, watch the stick. Watch the stick. You don't want to be tripping nobody. Oh, look at Gus Nyquist just dancing. Just dancing. He takes a bit of a hit behind the net. Does get it back, though. Right across to Trevor Moore. What a flipping save by Tristan Jarry. And there's Manson. Tries to get it back to Moore. That's no good. Krejci always dipsy doodle dive and dodge and duck. and he just gets all the way away from us. Backlund kind of takes it back and then loses it, and then kind of takes it back and then loses it, and it's offside. We're going to stick with the number 2 offensive line, though. I'm trying to remember, does he have like an expiring contract? Because if he does, I would sign Calvin DeHaan like to a decent contract. But I think one of the number one things we definitely have to focus on this season, though, is just collecting prospects. Krejci in front, big save by UPL. Going to be forced to hold on to that one. But yeah, I think that's going to be one of my main focuses at the end of this season. I don't think we're going to have a very good record. Like I said, Ned is starting to turn things around. He has to stay healthy, and he's got to continue to turn things around. I mean, our team defensively is not terrible. It's just we had pretty catastrophic goaltending for a while there. But when it comes to people like Montour, Calvin DeHaan, I mean, I like Ghost a whole lot. I like Manson, to be honest. But I think what this team desperately needs is like an elite defensive prospect, like the next, Darlene kind of thing. That's what this team needs. Can't get the shot off. There's Joseph. He's just trying to hold on to it with a backhander. Nice save. Craig Smith still kind of messing around with his guy in front. And Foligno is going to get that one out of his own zone. Almost 7 minutes into the third. Toss that one around behind the net. That's a penalty. Won't be called, though. Blackwell gets it across to Lilly. Lilly down to Kolasar. Oh, no, that one was just a failure to communicate right there. Blackwell almost takes it away. Donskoy does eventually lose that one. Kolasar, boom, throws a big hit behind the Pittsburgh net, and Crosby takes it out. The fourth line is tired, man. Nice takeaway. Get it out of the zone. Jeff Petrie trying to bring that one back in. We're just nudging him, keeping him away. Keegan Kolasar loses the puck, but does, again, get it out of our own zone. We're holding them at center. This is a fourth line shift. Just knock them right back into their own zone. Keegan Kolasar, one-man army backhander. Big save by Tristan Jarry. Get it back around behind his own net, and here we go. Whoa, stopping up, man. Slow your roll. Ghost. Where you going, baby? Gets that one up to Vladdy. Vlad having a little trouble holding on to it for no reason whatsoever. Here we go. Into the zone, though. Into the zone. He gets knocked off it. Kind of took it back from Jan Ruda, then lost it, then took it back, then lost it. Gets it over to Jeff Carter. Carter through the neutral zone, loses that one, but Brock McGinn picks that one up. And Josh Manson finds his man, Vladdy. Vlad gets it to Horvat. Horvat gets very easily knocked off that puck. Jeez, man. Tied at 1. I don't want to go to OT again. Kasperi Kapanen with a big chance. Tries to get it across. Ghost has been pretty solid here. UPL, I said to play it. That might not have been the greatest idea in the world. Gus Nyquist tries to get it back to Moore again. Might not have been the greatest idea in the universe. And here comes Pittsburgh. Knock him around. He gets the shot off, but an easy toe save by UPL. Get that one up to Michael Backlund. Get around your man. We got around Letang. Here we go, baby. Get it across to Trevor Moore, who cannot get the good shot off. Gets it back around behind the net. Trevor Moore back to Nyquist, who can't hold on to it. And we're starting to get angry. We're playing with angry sticks right now, man. We're clutching the stick a little too tight. Gustard backs off. Nice play. Calvin DeHaan, pick it up in your own zone. Gets it knocked off him, but he is able to recover. Up to Backlund. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy with the ninja moves. Cuts right into the front. And Michael Backlund with a good chance and an easy save for Tristan Jarry. Philip Hedl almost got a deflection on that one. Chris Letang, though, going to get it out to Gino Svechnikov, up to David Krejci, team leader in points. You can't get her past UPL. Not today, baby. There we go, a little saucer feed. Up to Matthew Joseph. Gets it to Philip Hedl, who has a little trouble with it. Okay, we're doing a little stutter stepping here. Brandon Montour gets that one back to Craig Smith. Smith, back to Joseph. He holds on to it. Joseph right out in front. Can't get the shot off. Damn. Krejci bringing it back down the ice for Pittsburgh. Monty, you got to start backing up, buddy, and that's wide open. And Gino Svechnikov's going to put home his 5th of the year. Damn. Pittsburgh late takes a 2-1 lead in this game. Getting those number ones back on the ice in the final minute. Michael McLeod just wasting time and doing a pretty good job of it. Bo Horvat turning back. Whoa, gets it to Manson, who loses control. Get that deep. Michael McLeod still on the ice. What are we doing? McLeod just trying to get it deep. All right, we're poking that one away. Crosby loses that one deep in his own zone. Michael McLeod still on the ice for some reason. throws a hit on Sid the Squid. We got an empty net. And it looks like Pittsburgh might be taking this one out of their own zone. Jesus, Manson throws a big hit. It's down behind our own net. We're running out of time. We got to go. We got to go now. Here we go. Gets it up to Brandon Montour, up to Bo Horvat. Horvat into the zone. Nice move, nice move, nice move, nice move, nice move. Get it across, and no, because Tarasenko cuts back around to the wrong side of the damn net. Monty, shoot! Right at the buzzer, but I think it was too little, too frickin' late. And another loss in a game we jump into 2-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Final shots 35-21. They went 0 for 2 on the power play, but we went 0 for 3. Not okay. Not acceptable in the slightest. So, the one lone goal we got was Trevor Moore's 10th of the year by Gus Nyquist and Josh Manson. So, the Quebec City Combattants are now 12-15-4. Last place in our division. But are we tanking for Bedard? Connor Ingram, you are officially not necessary anymore. Like I said, I think what we're going to do is probably use Ned as the backup. And I'm going to go to roster moves. We're going to send Connor Ingram down, and hopefully he does not get picked up on waivers. I'm sure he won't, because he's 25 and he's not NHL ready. So teams usually pass on players like that. So we can just toss him right back down in the minors. Rodrigue, you can go back to the backup position as Connor Ingram goes back to that starter position for the, Montreal Aces. So we'll simulate this game against the Vancouver Canucks, and then we're going to jump into the third period of the Washington game. Then we'll sim to do a little stats update, and then we're going to call it a day. All right, so here against the Vancouver Canucks, 3-2 Vancouver after 1. Wow. Not okay. After 2, hey, we took the lead. And after 3, oh my goodness, UPL crapping the bed in this one. It's a 5-4 Vancouver victory. I'm trying desperately not to cough right now, but Gus Nyquist gets goal number 9 by Trevor Moore and Martin Feravari. Michael McLeod with his 5th by Blackwell and Kolasar. Trevor Moore with his 11th by Josh Manson and Michael Backlund. For Bobo Horvat gets goal number 8 by Alex Killorn and Vlad Tarasenko. Timothy Liljegren has been injured with back spasms until January 4th. So that's a couple of weeks we're going to be without that third pairing defenseman. Luckily, we do have a spare guy in Brett Kulak. So let's take Brett Kulak. It's not actually a -3, not even slightly, but Brett Kulak has 3 points in 5 games when he has been in action. So I do like Brett Kulak. Hopefully he gets a good chance on this team. But I think it is just about time to put Ned back in the net against, the Washington Capitals, baby, for the next game that we be jumping into in this video. All right, so the final game that we are going to jump into in this video is up against the also struggling Washington Capitals, who are 13-15-3. So we're going to jump into the third period of this one, and then we're going to do ourselves, we're going to simulate a couple. Ooh, Matthew Joseph scored on Darcy Kemper to make it 1-0 QBC, baby. After the second, it is 2-1, and then after this, we're going to simulate a couple of games, do a little stats update, and that's how we're going to end this one. See you on the ice. So for once, it does feel pretty damn good to jump into a game actually having a lead, and against a team like the Washington Capitals, that's saying a lot. I am actually going to applaud EA on how accurate some of the standings are, like with Washington struggling and like Seattle doing really well, and like some of the unexpected teams doing really well happen to be doing really well in this game as well. So here we go. Capitals, we got Kuznetsov coming down. There we go. Tarasenko, take that one away. It's it up to Ghost, up to Bobo. Bobo gets around Carlson. Here we go, baby. Bobo. No, we got to turn back. Get it back to Ghost. Ghost loses it to Kuznetsov, who has a flippin' breakaway. Look at how fast he is. What a save by the returning Alex Nedeljkovic, who gets that one up to Tarasenko, up to Horvat, and that one just ends up getting thrown deep into the Washington zone. This game seems to be moving very fast right now. But as time goes on, I actually find my voice feels better. The deeper into the video that we get, I actually find my voice is starting to feel better and better. Ooh, Ned. Had to follow that one around. That was kind of a little flub on my part. Get that one up to Manson. Manson, I believe he has one of the goals in this game. Backlund, we got that second line out, gets it to Trevor Moore. Trevor Moore across to Josh Manson, who puts in his second of the night to make it 3-1 for the Quebec City Combattants. Oh, baby, I love you, Manson. Third goal of the year for him. And, oh, man, we are finally starting to pull ahead a little bit in this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Are we going to have to put you on the list for the first captain in Quebec City history? So that was an absolutely massive goal for the Quebec City Combatants, assisted by Trevor Moore and Michael Backlund. And there is Gus Nyquist taking that one away. Backstrom, he's bringing that one all the way in. Big save by Nedeljkovic, who, again, I said it earlier in the video and I'll say it again. The last little while, he has looked so much better. He has been so much more playable. Trevor Moore, he was getting a little aggressive. And it looks like we are going to be killing a penalty. Quote the Raven, Trevor Moore. He's got to go sit down for 2 minutes. And Alex Ovechkin, who already has 19 goals on the season, is going to be out there for Washington, obviously. He's actually not in his regular spot, though. Carlson tries to get that one across to TJ Oshie, and Backlund almost steals it shorthanded. Oshie in front of Tom Wilson, and Josh Manson's going to take that one away. Try to clear it, and it doesn't work. Gets it back to Carlson in front of Strome, and Nedeljkovic has got to be sharp on that one. He's unable to control it. You toss it back around behind the net, and Manson's going to pick that one up and just toss it down the ice. So we are on a 2-game losing streak here as we try to turn everything around. Keegan Colasar just going to whip that one down the ice. It lands right beside the goaltender, and no one goes for it. So Colin Blackwell grabs it around behind the net. And Joe Pavelski, jumping Joe Pavelski, bringing her down for Washington. Backstrom fires that one wide. What do we got? Calvin DeHaan, just whip it down the ice. This penalty is kilt in game now because of an injury to Timothy Liljegren, I believe. Yeah. So Brett Kulak gets into just his 6th game of the season. That one's bouncing off a lot of bodies. We'll get that back around behind the net. Faravari's going to turn around and try to look for someone to go to. Kulak, bad pass. Pavelski picks it off. Another nice stop by Ned. Throw that one back into the corner. Kulak around the net to Matthew Joseph. Joseph gets it up to Faravari. Oh, let's go. We got around the defender. Faravari, he's doing ninja deeks, but he's a defenseman, and pretty sure he's a defensive defenseman. And now Kuznetsov gets it to Dylan Strome. Kuzi in front. Big save by Ned. Play it again, baby. Let's kill this clock. We're up by 2. Let's just kill the clock. Oh, Strome gets it in front of Kuzi. Oh, come on. You can't count that. Dude, Kuzi ran right into Ned. God damn. All right, fine. I'll take personal responsibility for that one. And it's a 3-2 game. Wow, look at the flippin' lead Ovi has. 19 goals on the season, and the next person in Washington to him has 9. That's wild. We're having a little bit of trouble here trying to get this thing out of our own zone, but we're finally able to just toss that one down the ice. Kemper is going to be forced to cover that one up when it takes a one-hop bounce and lands in his glove. So now, shorthanded, we've actually got ourselves an offensive zone face-off opportunity with Colin Blackwell on the ice with Keegan Colasar. Colasar takes it away from Carlson. Here we go. Blackwell, that's not going to make it across. Ovi, going to pick that one up and get it to Wilson, up to Carlson, over to Dylan Strome. Strome, he's got Montour watching him. Nice save by Alex Nedeljkovic. And Colin Blackwell tosses that one around the net to Calvin DeHaan, who gets it up to Montour. Oh, here we go, baby. Brandon Montour gets around his man. Stopping up right in front of Blackwell. Big shot. Nice stop by Darcy Kemper. And we are already down to the final 7 minutes in this game. That's not nice. All right, here we go. Michael McLeod backs it off to Ghost. Right in front, Ghost. That one hits a body. McLeod gets it back. And then he loses it. Joe Pavelski going to take it out of there for the Washington Capitals. Gets it back to Kuzi. Back to Joe Pavelski. Through traffic. Alex Killorn's going to pick that one up behind his own net after taking an absolute smashing from Alexander Ovechkin. Now Ghost is forced to turn back. Whip that one back around behind his own net. Gus Nyquist picks it up. Nyquist throws it to no one. Jesus. Nedeljkovic has made 29 saves on 31 shots so far in this game, and here comes Gus Nyquist turning back. Gus Nyquist just kind of playing with it. Gets that one back to the point. Monty to Backlund. Back to Nyquist. Nyquist almost takes a hit, but he does not. Gets it back to Backlund. Right in front. Backlund's playing with it a little bit. Gets that one over to Calvin DeHaan. Throws it on net. That one was deflected in front by Nyquist, but it just was not deflected in the right direction. More, you can pick that up anytime you want. Oh, I didn't wait long enough. I should have waited till I got a little bit further in front of the net. Carlson is impossible to take off the puck because of the name on his jersey. DeHaan to Montour. Big shot. That one bounces off of Darcy Kemper, and he actually has a little bit of trouble with that one with his glove. Morsey holds on to that one. Morsey still got it. Back to Monty. Monty back to Nyquist. Nyquist always playing with it. He gets loose in front. What a goal by Gus Nyquist for his 10th of the season. And we got a 4-2 lead in this game. Holy crap-a-moly. What a damn play by Gus Nyquist. What a goal. Oh, man, that was a smart signing. Look at this move. Darcy Kemper down in the butterfly. Sold. Done. No hope. What a goal. Beautiful. I think we're pretty much at the point where it's just time to kill some clock here, man. We're up by 2. The final minute, 20 seconds. They're already pulling their goalie. Hag, big block by Smith. That one makes it through to Nedeljkovic, and he makes a huge save. Philip Hedl gets it to Matthew Joseph. Joseph does hold it. Get around the defender. Come on, hold on to it. Jesus. We're getting knocked around real bad here. Faravari, he's going to be able to kind of keep it in there. Somebody's laying down. I think it might be Matthew Joseph. Backstrom having a little hard time with that one. Oh my goodness, that popped right out loose in front of the net. And that would have been a wide open net. Kulak, throw that one around the net to Faravari. Here we go, baby. Faravari gets it to Matthew Joseph. Joseph playing smart. Just toss it in. Easy peasy. Lizard flip and squeezy. Matthew Joseph with his second of the game and his 8th of the year. Wow, I love it. Matthew Joseph now has 19 points on the season. He's really climbing his way up, and he's a younger player, so he's one of those guys you'd love to keep around for a while. And Brett Kulak has another point. So in 6 games, that gives him 4 points. Tarasenko with a nice shot. Nice stop by Darcy Kemper with only 16 seconds to go in the final game of the video that we're going to be jumping into. We are still going to be simulating 2 more before we finish this thing off. We'll do a really quick stats update. But man, this was the game we needed in this video. This was an abysmal video when it comes to offense. So it's like, yeah, we needed a win like this. Here comes Hag. Robert Hag. Bringing her in, tries to get her deep. No good. 3 seconds left. Monty just toss her to Tarasenko. This one's over. Massive win for the Quebec City Combattants. And it's a win we desperately flippin' needed. It's a win Nedeljkovic needed in his big return from injury. Final shots, 33-30 in favor of Washington. Ned, third star of the game. They went 1 for 4. We went 1 for 1. In special flippin' teams, Josh Manson, multi-goal night. I like it. Matthew Joseph got his 7th by Tarasenko before Manson got his 2nd by Ghost and Joseph. Manson then got his 3rd in the 3rd period by Trevor Moore and Michael Backlund before Gus Nyquist went double-digit goals by Montour and Trevor Moore. And then Matthew Joseph with his 8th by Faravari and Brett Kulak. Alrighty, so here we are back at the main menu, 13-16-4, but that was a big win and definitely one we needed. We're going up against the New Jersey Devils, who are 16-14-3. We're going to keep Ned in the net. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Had a monster game. Looked really, really good in that game that we jumped into. Was one of the 3 stars. And after 1, it's 2-0 for QBC, even though we're being heavily outshot. After 2, still 2-0. And after the third period, oh no. Oh, we still won. New Jersey ended this game with 39 flipping shots against Ned. So he saved 36 out of 39. Still a pretty good game. Whoops. Michael McLeod got number 6 by Montour. Matthew Joseph with number 9 by Nyquist and Montour. Faravari with his 3rd by Trevor Moore and Nedeljkovic. Michael Backlund with his 11th by Michael McLeod. And then New Jersey really pushed. They pushed to come back in this game. But QBC was just a little too strong, and we are now out of 9th place in our division, which has been taken over by Tampa Bay. Wow. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to simulate on ahead past one more game, and that's where we're going to end this video after we look at some stats. We are now 5-5 in our last 10, despite being a team that is below 500. December 21st, here at the Maxwell House, approaching Christmas, up against Calgary. After 1, it is 0-0, even though they are doubling us in shots. After the second period, 1-0 QBC. It's Alex Killorn on the power play, baby. And to finish it all off, they tie it. Damn. Still a good game for UPL, 36 shots against. And we take it in the overtime. It's Calvin DeHaan getting it past Jacob Markstrom. UPL just had a goddamn career game. Holy. All right, goals, Alex Killorn by Ghost and Tarasenko, and then Calvin DeHaan with his 3rd in overtime by Bo Horvat and Josh Manson. All right, so the next game we're going to have to play is going to be up against the Seattle Kraken, but that will be in the next episode. We're just going to swap out our goaltenders because I do really, really want Ned to pick things up. We signed him to a big contract. We signed him to, I think it was a 4-year deal, 4 point something a year. I do want him to be like a starting goalie for us. So let's take a look and see how everyone on this team is doing here. 35 games into the season. Vlad still leads the team with 33 points, but very close behind him is Trevor Moore, who's a +9 and has 30 points in 35 games. Gus doing really good. Only the 10 goals, but lots of points. Bobo is really starting to pick it up. Michael Backlund is having a really good year, on pace for almost 50 points. Matthew Joseph, exactly the same. Killorn, I think he might be the guy on his way out. Ghost has been solid. Josh Manson's been really good, and he's a +14. So that tells you something. Craig Smith, Blackwell, great. Hedl, I'd like more out of him. Montour's great. McLeod, DeHaan, I mean, everybody on this team is doing pretty well. Maybe Brett Kulak. I mean, look at this guy. Timothy Liljegren, really not getting it done. And in net, Nedeljkovic actually is 9-9-2 with 1 shutout in 20 games, is above 900 now. He has a 3.29 goals against average, but he is above 900. UPL is actually starting to fall off with a 5-8-2 record, a 9.09 and a 2.8 goals against average. It was a lot better in the last episode. And Ned has kind of reclaimed that starting position in the net. But anyway, that is going to do it for me for this one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you haven't already, there's new videos coming all the freaking time, finally. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.